Since the final episode of Loki Season 2, Marvel fans have been asking one question: what's next for the God of Mischief? With the MCU hurtling towards Venom 3, Avengers Doomsday, and Kang's multiverse war, Loki's return seems almost inevitable. But how might he step back into the chaos of the multiverse, especially with cosmic threats like Knull, Doctor Doom, and Kang the Conqueror wreaking havoc? Could Loki's newfound role as the guardian of the timelines be the only thing standing between total collapse and survival? Let's dive into the possibilities. To understand Loki's potential future, let's take a moment to reflect on how far he's come. In Loki Season 1, we saw the mischievous Loki variant, plucked from the timeline during the events of Avengers Endgame, go from a chaotic presence to someone confronting questions of free will, purpose, and power. By the end of Season 2, however, Loki undergoes perhaps his most profound transformation. He sacrifices his desires and ambitions to sit on the throne as the protector of the timelines, ensuring that the multiverse doesn't unravel. This new Loki is unlike any version we've seen before, a reluctant ruler, one burdened by responsibility. But at the end of the day, let's not forget that Loki is still the god of mischief. He thrives in uncertainty, always a step ahead in the game of cosmic chess. This begs the question, will Loki remain content on his throne, or will events beyond his control pull him back into the fray? The multiverse is in a delicate state. The sacred timeline has already splintered, leading to the rise of countless alternate realities. With each MCU project, from Venom 3 to Avengers Doomsday, the multiverse will become increasingly chaotic, filled with dangerous forces that seek to shape it for their own agendas. Let's break down how Knull, Doctor Doom, and Kang might become central players, and what role Loki could play in these events. Now, let's talk about Venom 3. Spoilers alert for those who haven't seen the movie yet. Knull is not the central villain in this film. Instead, the story lays the groundwork for his introduction in future upcoming movies, similar to when Avengers Age of Ultron showcases Thanos in the post-credit scene for Infinity War and Endgame. It's clear that Knull's presence will play a significant role moving forward. This is where things get interesting. The introduction of Knull, the dark god and creator of the symbiotes, would elevate the storyline to cosmic proportions. Knull isn't just a villain with destructive ambitions, he represents the concept of primordial darkness, an ancient force seeking to extinguish light and life in every corner of the multiverse. Imagine an army of symbiotes spreading across realities, consuming everything in their path. This would have far-reaching consequences, destabilizing timelines and throwing universes into disarray. Loki's role here becomes essential. As the protector of the timelines, he might be the only one capable of combating Knull's spread. But here's the twist: Knull is not just a brute force villain. His influence extends into the mystical and metaphysical realms, making him a formidable opponent for even Loki's magic. It's possible that Loki may need to tap into ancient knowledge, perhaps even darker magic than he's ever used before, to stand a chance against Knull. And let's not forget, Loki has already faced beings that transcend reality, like Aliath, the temporal monster from Season 1. If anyone knows how to handle entities that exist beyond conventional space and time, it's Loki. Next, let's shift gears to Doctor Doom. With rumors circulating about Avengers Doomsday, it seems like Doom's ambitions will go beyond mere world domination. He might have his eyes set on uniting the entire multiverse under his control. In the comics, Doom is notorious for using both sorcery and advanced technology to shape reality according to his will. If the MCU's version follows a similar path, he could become one of the biggest threats the multiverse has ever faced. This raises an intriguing possibility. What if Loki and Doom, two master manipulators, find themselves on opposite sides of the same battle? Doom's plan to create a unified multiverse would destroy the very thing Loki is now protecting. Loki could be forced to intervene, not just out of duty, but out of personal rivalry. In the comics, Loki and Doom have crossed paths numerous times, often as uneasy allies or bitter rivals. Their conflict in the MCU could be an epic battle of sorcery versus ambition, where each tries to outwit the other. Loki's mastery of magic and illusions might give him an edge, but Doom's technological prowess and ruthless determination make him a dangerous opponent. Could we see Loki teaming up with other characters, like Doctor Strange or even Scarlet Witch, to thwart Doom's grand plan? Or will he need to resort to trickery and manipulation to defeat Doom from within, playing the long game as only Loki can? Of course, no discussion of the multiverse would be complete without mentioning Kang the Conqueror. Kang is not just a single villain. He is a conglomerate of variants, each more dangerous than the last. As we head toward the next major Avengers film, Secret Wars, it's clear that the multiverse is heading toward an all-out war. Loki's relationship with Kang is complicated. In Season 1, He Who Remains, a Kang variant, warned Loki and Sylvie that killing him would unleash dangerous versions of himself across the multiverse. And now, those variants are preparing for war. If they succeed in collapsing timelines, the multiverse itself could implode. Here's where Loki faces a difficult choice. Will he stay on his throne, trying to maintain stability from afar, or will he step off and take direct action to prevent the multiverse from collapsing? With his deep understanding of time and timelines, Loki may be the only one who can match Kang's strategic mind and prevent total annihilation. So how might Loki re-enter the larger MCU storyline? I believe we're being set up for a moment where Loki will have no choice but to leave his throne. If Knull, Doctor Doom, and Kang simultaneously push the multiverse to its breaking point, Loki may be forced to abandon his passive role as a guardian and take a more active stance. But this time, Loki won't be returning as a villain or a trickster. Instead, we might see him step into the role of an unlikely hero, the one who unites fractured timelines and brings together heroes from across the multiverse. Imagine Loki teaming up with the Avengers, Doctor Strange, and even characters like Venom to combat these cosmic threats. This would be Loki's most challenging battle yet, not just against enemies but against his own nature. In the comics, Loki has always walked the fine line between villain and anti-hero, and it seems like the MCU is leaning towards giving him a redemptive arc. His evolution from a mischievous trickster to a reluctant savior could make him one of the most compelling characters in the franchise. So, what's next? Will Loki step down from his throne and join the battle against Knull, Doom, and Kang? Or will he find a way to protect the multiverse from the shadows, manipulating events from behind the scenes as only Loki can? There's also the possibility that Loki could gather an army of his own, recruiting unlikely allies from across different realities to defend the multiverse. Imagine Loki leading a team of misfits, outcasts, and even former villains to save existence itself. This would not only complete his character arc, but also solidify his place as one of the most important figures in the MCU moving forward. But what do you think? Will Loki abandon his post as the multiverse's protector to save it from collapsing? And who do you think will be his biggest challenge? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Marvel breakdowns, theories, and predictions. I am Johnny from OZ MCU, and I'll see you in the next one.